This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Now that is the way to start off a game, and that is the way to start off a road trip. 6 runs in the first inning in Jacob deGrom's first appearance against his former team, the Mets. What a game, what a win. The Rangers are rolling. They have won 5 in a row, and here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single day. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you very much for being with us on a Friday night and for watching the Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That is where you'll find the great work of Bryce Paterick every single day. Bryce had a great episode today talking about the Little Rascals and looking ahead to the weekend. And again, he is the OG, and be sure and check him out. I know he'll be very happy with this win tonight, as the Rangers not only got a chance to meet the Mets, they had a chance to beat the Mets, and they did that pretty decisively, 8-3.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, so big game in the Big Apple. Jacob deGrom back in New York facing his former team for the first time, and you could not have asked, as I said, for a better start. Well, I mean, maybe 7 runs in the first inning, but no, it was just awesome. I know the Rangers have scored early. I know they scored in the first inning before, but I mean, I don't remember, and it was probably recently, but 6 runs in the first. Doesn't seem like that's happened a lot this season. I didn't get a chance to look, but nonetheless, it was really nice to see, and it was just, man, I mean, wow, okay, here we go.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And so with that said, that would be the turning point, that top of the first inning. The Rangers batting around. All 9 players came up, and they scored 6 runs in the top of the first inning. RBI singles for Josh Young, and then the Little Rascals, Osuna and Freeman, followed by a 2-run double for Michael Hellman. 6-0 Rangers before Jacob deGrom even threw a pitch. I mean, they knocked out the Mets starting rookie pitcher, Jonah Tong, who didn't even make it out. He was pulled with 2 outs after Michael Hellman batted ninth. Jonah probably should have stayed in Nineveh because tonight did not go well for him. The Rangers were all over him, and it was so nice to see them, instead of squandering that and letting him get back into the game or get his confidence. I love the way that they were able to just pound him and knock him out of the game and just get big hit after big hit and continue to keep up the pressure. Very, very nicely done. The only little bummer in the night, the Mets did get to deGrom for 3 runs in the bottom of the third with a leadoff home run for Alvarez. I think teams right now are really trying to sit on deGrom's fastball. He has given up some home runs of late, but again, he's so good and does such a great job being efficient and not giving up the big inning. I know 3 runs at times for this Rangers team seem like a huge inning, but for him and in the big picture, especially when you have that kind of a lead, you can manage that. And so deGrom still ended up going 7 strong, 3 runs, 4 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 88 pitches, and he retired the final 15 before he left the game. And look, I mean, it was an emotional night, an emotional return. They had the video tribute. And so all that coming into play, he was still able to, get the job done, and he will be ready to go probably Wednesday night in Houston, or Wednesday. I forgot to say, though, deGrom pitching in the bottom of the seventh was aided by what happened in the top of the seventh. Wyatt Langford, a leadoff walk, and then Dustin Moore giving the Rangers a little more with a 2-run home run to left. That made it 8-3. Nice job again by the bullpen for the final 2 innings, specifically Garcia and Maton, and the Rangers get the win 8-3. They are now 15-4 in their last 19 games, 5 in a row. And tomorrow in game 2, they will have native New Yorker Patrick Corbin, who will try to keep it going as the Rangers continue to put the pressure on. The Astros won, and we're waiting to see what happens tonight with the Mariners at home against the Angels. Man, I mean, the Mariners, to their credit, I mean, they keep getting they keep giving up leads, and they keep coming back, and they keep pulling out these wins in extra innings against bad teams and bad pitching staffs. But, to their credit, they're winning at home, and so we'll see. But in the meantime, as we've said, for the Rangers, they got to keep winning, keep rolling, keep winning series. And like I said, couldn't ask for a better start to the road trip and the game tonight. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from you via the Rangers comment crew. We'll do that coming up. This is the Rangers POSTCAST. And I want to let you know that you've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that really works. Well, there are so many products out there, and it's really hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. That's why you should give Nutrafol a closer look. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. And it's not just hype. This is a supplement clinically tested that targets the root causes of thinning and shedding with a proactive approach. And you can feel good about knowing that Nutrafol is NSF certified and backed by peer-reviewed studies. So see thicker, stronger hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time right now, Nutrafol is offering Locked On MLB listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. And we also want to mention what's going on with FanDuel and what they're doing, because right now, as you know, it's a great time of the year, and the NFL season is here. FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. It makes every game more exciting, whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. So, are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. All right, welcome back to the Rangers POSTCAST as the Rangers blow out the Mets in the opener by the final of 8-3. Jeff Biggs, great to be with you on this Friday night. Thank you. Hope you had a good off day yesterday. And again, I don't know about you, you wonder, okay, I was a little concerned that maybe the off day might cool him off a little bit. I don't know. I think that first half of the season was so rough that I just kind of by default go to the negative or the worst case scenarios, right? But no, they look great tonight. Great way to start off the road trip, picking up right where they left off. Again, looking back, such an impressive sweep over the Brewers at home like that, and just got to keep it rolling. Really quickly before we start, and we're going to start with Alf and his wife Shirley. Alf, hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling okay, and give us an update. But I need to say, and this is a me thing, but we're really the powers that be. Bottom line is, I can't read everybody's comment. That is simply put, I would love to. Love you guys. I know I said this a couple times over the course of the season. Like I said, when I've done radio post-game shows, we would stay on the air for 90 minutes, 2 hours. We would talk every night, talk to everybody. They really want to keep this moving, and they really only want me to hit on just a handful of comments. So please know, love everybody, love your support. Couldn't do this show without you. Do this for you. Try to share this with you, and I will read all of your comments. I may not get to respond to every comment, but I read through them as I go, and I'm going to try to rotate as best I can. But I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. So really want me to stick to that 20-minute mark, and we'll see. We'll see what happens when the Rangers get into the playoffs. But for right now, that's what we're going to do. All right. So leading us off, as always, Alf and his wife Shirley. Again, thank you guys for getting in. Al says now this is a Ranger team I need, because Ranger Blue is all I bleed. There you go. Shirley says, good evening, Rangers fam. Now this is the team I love to see. Peagle up. Gotcha. That's very nice. Silent Doom says, beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Dave Myers says, I'm starting to like Maton more and more. Another solid win. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The bullpen overall, not just Phil, but it seems like everybody is now finally starting to kind of settle down. It was kind of hairy there when Nate first went out and they were kind of scrambling. It was before Jacob Latz was stretched out, and they were trying to just kind of get through that stretch of games, right? But now the rotation has settled down. They've gotten nice boosts, and now the bullpen is doing great. But yeah, Maton specifically, he's pitched in big games. He's pitched in the World Series. He's a vet, and I think he's comfortable now with the team and with his game, and so yeah, keep it rolling. Keith says, Braves are a huge disappointment. Yeah, way to show up at home on a Friday night against an Astros offense that has really, really been struggling. And so, like I said, I was kind of hoping that it would not be the case, but I mean, I could easily seeing all of this go down to not only the final weekend of the season, but maybe even the final day. So literally, it's a funny cliche, but buckle up because it's going to be a wild ride. Laura Berry says, can't decide whether to be thrilled that they're peaking at the right time or cranky at all the wasted opportunities this season. Who am I kidding? Enjoying the ride now. That's a fair point. I don't want to go there yet, Laura. I'm right there with you. I don't want to go there yet. I think the way this team is playing right now and the way that we know they should have played early, and yet they still have the outstanding pitching and defense. If they don't get in, I think it will hurt more than just a bad season or like last year. So I'm hoping that's not the case, and I don't want to go there yet. But that's a valid point, and I think there will be a lot of things to say if they don't make it. Texas Hobbyman says we're on fire. Love to see it. I agree. Ricky Gonzalez says, "Hey, let's go cheer for the Angels now that the Rangers game is over." Yeah, I mean, Mike Trout is still trying to get number 400. Yeah, I mean, it's like I can't tell you how many times I've looked, and it seems like every game the last week or so, the Mariners have had to win in extra innings. And look, they're on a long homestand right now, so they did not play well on the road. Their pitching seems to be different on the road. They're going to have a big series in Houston after the Rangers, so that will help. That could be like an elimination series right there. So we'll see. Silent Doom says, except for that third inning, deGrom was lights out and made his old fans miss him more. Yeah, well said. He's again, like, I know we don't like to see home runs but man, I mean, he's so good, and it's like he knows when he can really challenge guys and pitch to contact, and he knows what adjustments to make, and I mean, he's just a joy to watch, and I would love to see him get an opportunity to really have a good postseason run. I mean, I feel like that's the one thing that's really missing for him. A good extended, big stage run for Jacob deGrom. Redhead says deGrom's still throwing 99.2 in the seventh. Wow. Yeah, he is awesome. He is awesome. Let me keep going here. BB says, let's go. deGrom is awesome as long as he isn't pitching against the Angels or Astros. Well, he's going to face them again. He's going to face the Astros he's going to face them on Wednesday unless something changes. Train Guy says deGrom still good at his old ballpark. Nice to see Moore contributing as well. Let's go, Little Rascals. Peagle up as usual. Yeah, good to see Moore come in as well. The pinch hitting has been better of late for the Rangers, and like I can't say it enough. That first inning for me, again, instead of finding a way to hit themselves out of the inning, I love that the Rangers are now putting pressure and extending innings and making pitchers work and having good at bats and adding to their leads and scoring late. I mean, all that is great, and I just want to see him keep it going. Isaac says, what a win. There's TCG. TCG says Mariners are rolling, but they're struggling to beat bad teams. Yep, they are. He adds that TCG says, put it like this, the Mariners are running Luke Jackson out there and the Angels still lost the game. Well said. That was good. I like that. Couple more here. Mark says, okay, he agrees. And Noah Day says, the closer the division gets, it just continues to reinforce the idea that this next series against the Astros is probably going to be the biggest of the year, or biggest all year. Well, it's going to be right up there. I mean, again, after that, got to come back home, take care of business, and then you got to wrap up the season on the road in Cleveland. But again, considering that Houston and Seattle, they're going to go head to head. Certainly, if you're the Rangers, you don't want to lose that series. You don't want to lose anymore. And ideally, you'd like to see Houston continue to fall back and maybe even steal the division. I mean, I almost feel foolish trying to speculate because it's so tight right now, and we got 14 games left. So we'll see. We'll see who wants it, who gets it, and who takes it. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for getting in on a Friday night. Love you guys. Thank you for all the input. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll be with you right after game 2 around, I don't know, 6:30. But we'll be live, and hopefully you can join me then. Have a great day tomorrow, though. Enjoy this win, and go Angels. This has been the Rangers Postcast.